Hi guys, my name is Rudo and this is Trading for a Living podcast. And today we're going to be looking at Bitcoin swing entries for a new all-time high and probably pushing into the rest of this year, leading into the end of the year bull market highs. Fingers crossed. So let's quickly have a look at what I said in the beginning of the week and let's just see how it played out. So the big thing that I shared with you guys was that Bitcoin potentially is going to go back down to at least 91.5. So we didn't go as much as I expected, but we did retrace quite substantially. And if we look at this same chart, I'm just using the same chart as what I did the analysis on. So you can go and check on the previous YouTube video. So we went and we tested that wick. So we went quite low. And last night there was a 91.1. So on Bitstamp, different exchanges have different liquidation levels. So we did have that flush, that midweek. Welcome to the new year dump. And now we're ready to pump, in my opinion. So I want to help you guys get the swing trades in ready for the next move. And yeah, so it's an exciting time. So if you're interested, you want to know a little bit more, hit the like. Drop me a comment, say if you're ready, where do you think Bitcoin's going to go? And yeah, sharing is caring, so please do that. Okay guys, so I'm going to bring up this chart real quick. And well, before I do that, let's maybe go to the comments for those joining in live. Morning, Liesel, Bronwyn, Mart. Nice to have you guys. Yeah, I see Mr. Impatient Monk and Tian is here as always as well. So good morning, guys. And nice to have you. And then Peter is scratching his head there in the background. He's also here as always. Okay, so yeah, let's do this. So I'm going to bring Bitcoin up on the 4-hour time frame. That is the best time frame for swing trading. The important thing when we look at swing trading is just firstly to set out the highs and the lows of ranges so that we can kind of know when to act. Swing trading is all about timing, not necessarily just because what will happen is it's like buying Bitcoin there looked like a great idea, but if you get shaken out, you cannot hold the position if it goes into drawdown. It's different to owning Bitcoin or investing in Bitcoin. There's a little bit more leeway for if it goes against you. Swing trading, you want to buy there and you don't want price ever to go and visit that range. That's the plan. So you need to have a clear strategy on that. Okay, Olga is asking you guys to hit the like. Thanks, Olga. I really appreciate the support. So listen to Olga, don't listen to me. So let's clean this chart up. I want to clean up this chart. I want to press this clean the chart up button as quick as possible. There is a shortcut somewhere here, but I think I've forgotten where it is. So here we've got Bitcoin 4-hour time frame. So there's the important things that we need to do. First, let's lay out all the support and resistance levels. The easiest way to do that is to go to the line tool, okay? Because it's going to take away the noise, you know, that liquidations at highs and lows that can sometimes trick, especially new traders, into putting support and resistance levels where there isn't major support and resistance. Because for that definition, I can throw 100 lines in there and they all technically will qualify. It's which is the important ones that we want to look at. Okay, so the first thing first is when I look at this area at the high, I'm just going to mark it out as a trend support there. I can look at the RSI and I can see that what happened, we had divergence. That's the first sign, you know, market pushed up quite aggressively. Sorry, let me just get the right tool there. Quite impressively. So there is two pivots. There's a pivot there and there's a pivot there. So price-wise, that would be an area where there will be support. There, dish, and that will be the area where there will be support or resistance. Depends on what your bias is, being bullish or bearish, okay? And that is the important levels for this range because it establishes the beginning of a range. Then, from a bullish point of view, what are you looking for? You're looking for hidden bullish divergence, same area. So saying, well, there was lows there, there was a higher low. But what do we have? We had lower low in the RSI. So that will give us where the hidden bullish divergence is, the continuation momentum. So now we have good upper barriers of resistance and support for Bitcoin. And if you look at this, then you take the information forward and maybe let's move back to yellow. I think yellow as a indicating me squibble is a better color than than red. What do you guys think? Okay, so that being said, and yeah, give me some tips if there's an issue with visibility on the charts, guys. I always I want to make this as easy for you guys to follow as possible. So as you can see, when we had our mass shakeout, price still closed within support, and that's the key here. So this is a very important level. So let's make sure that we highlight that, and let's make that line a little thicker so we know that is support. Any swing trade that you're going to be taking from this point onwards, be it on an altcoin, is going to be leveraged on the basis that Bitcoin does not go below that, because if it does, we open the door for price discovery. We want to fill these gaps. So there's your invalidation level as well, because remember, there's risk. I get shit wrong, you get shit wrong. So we know there's no guarantee in trading. So in order for us to make sure that we end up winning in the end of the day, we just need to draw the line and say, okay, right, go below that, I'm out, So there is that line for me. Okay, now we can bring back the candles and we can have a look at that now. First area where the next resistance zone will kick in for Bitcoin or turnaround point, where short traders will try and time the top again. Remember, there's always two opinions in the market. Will be this imbalance that's sitting over there. Okay, so what I expect for the market for the remainder of the week, maybe weekend and early next week, is that price is going to drive itself up into this range. We're going to go back to $100,000 per Bitcoin. And then all of a sudden, people are going to be shit scared to buy it. Okay. And it's at that stage, that imbalance zone, where short traders is going to come back and say, okay, right, maybe that's the top. So this will be the interesting area where price will look to capture short traders' liquidity. The key, though, is, this is the key, if price breaks through 102, our swing trade will then be set to go to all-time highs. If price fails to do that, meaning we take an entry, let's just for hypothetical sake, you buy right here now, you take an entry, price doesn't go below that, and it starts retracing again, the chances that it's going to go lower becomes really high. And that's what we want to guard against. So you need to guard at these highs, okay? And you need to consider that these lows would be where you want to hide your stop. Now, here's the catch. Because we have low market activity, we have a situation where in most cases, this is a strategy that a lot of people will share with you guys. So even though you're on my channel looking at what I'm thinking, if you go to any other technical analyst that trades for a living, they're most probably going to have a similar strategy to this. And this is the worry that always happens. If that is the case, a lot of people are going to advertise their promise to sell there, meaning I'm buying, and if I put a stop, I promise that I will sell Bitcoin if it goes there. And if the market needs liquidity, what it will do is potentially create a local top, sweep this, and then only run. And that's the part that I want to kind of highlight to you guys. So I'm planning that we're in the majority, therefore we're going to fail if we just buy and put our stop below that area. And in order for me to then clearly define where my loss is going to be, I'm going to use my Strat 1 strategy. And I'm going to say, I'm expecting myself to lose. Therefore, I want to buy my own stop. That's the area where I'm going to want to buy Bitcoin as a swing. Okay. Now, if Bitcoin creates new structure and changes something over here, I'll be coming online with you guys again, and we will reassess that. But for now, that's the area that I'm looking for a buy for a swing. Until we get a higher high, let's say the market does go crazy, makes a higher high, what will we do? We will come and test this area, and then that would be the secondary area for swing. Okay. Now you're going to say to me, Rudo, okay, it's all good and dandy, but it means that there's nothing for me to do. No, there's a lot that we can do. We can zoom into smaller time frames, and in anticipation that the market will go there at minimum, look for an entry, but understand that the risk is still high that it's going to go lower still. Okay, so I hope that that makes sense. So let's go into a smaller time frame. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that analysis there for you guys, and I'm just going to switch over to a 10-minute time frame, and then we'll use the buddy indicator for you guys. Now, as you know, the video is brought to you by PrimeXBT, and if you head over to my Discord, where is my tab for my Discord? Let's quickly have a look at this. I think this one will load the Discord. Come on. Yes, I need to open it. If you go to the Discord and you go to the navigation channel, you can actually, through opening your own PrimeXBT account and trading with me there, just open it, deposit your trading capital, claim access to this indicator that I'm going to show you now. So, okay, simple as that. So let's have a look at the indicator. So the buddy indicator works on a lot of different facets and has a lot of different strategies built into it. And the most important one is that if you look at this, it's got a strategy for all different kinds of market environments. So if we're looking for a top or a bottom, Strat 1 signal's got you covered. Its job is to look for tops and bottoms. Okay. If you're looking for a secondary test, now the top and the bottom is seeming or does look like it's successful. Strat 2 is designed for that, to get you in on the confirmation that this is potentially the top. Then Strat 3, the strategy there then follows, is telling you that when there's strong momentum, add to your position. And then Strat 4 is once the wave is played out, as we all know with an Elliott wave, is the simplest way to explain this, wave within waves. Strat 4 is to try and get you in on the next wave. So Strat 1 is to try and get you in there. Strat 2 is to try and test, get in on that move. Strat 3 is to try and get you to the top. And then Strat 4 is to try and get you in for the rest of the wave. And then the same happens again. You'll have a Strat 1 at the top. You'll have a Strat 2 to test that area. You have a Strat 3 that maybe breaks out, makes a lower low. And then a Strat 4 that maybe sets you up for whatever the retrace will be. That's how the indicator works. That's different strategies. So it allows you to act and trade in on all the various different areas. So it's simple. I try and help you guys. It's got a lot more. There's educational content as well. So if you click on it, there's a how-to tutorial on how to use this thing. Okay, so back to the indicator. Real quick, let's just put it so that it shows all the strategies. Okay, so all the strategies, if we look at this from that point of view, this morning, the buddy indicator would have given you a beautiful long. There was a long that didn't enter. So let me just show you. We're trying to continue. We're looking for continuation. So the strategy we're using is Strat 4 for that. Okay, so just going to filter, take away the other ones. And as you can see, this one didn't quite full. Well, this one did full, sorry. There, it's the lights in my eyes makes it hard for me to see my own screen. And this one sadly didn't full. And this is where it identified, and that's where it gave you the entry. So it projects forward, so it prepares you in time to enter that. So it gives you more than enough time. So you had, in this instance, 30 minutes before the entry took. So that's the way that it works. TP1, TP2, and TP3. TP1, TP2, and TP3 for that is on its way. So according to Buddy, we're going to push at least to 95. So that's all you need to do in order to get in on the moves. Now, what I would suggest is the Buddy is going to move on for the rest of the day. It's probably going to push a little bit higher. And then it's going to start looking for a Strat 1, a little bit of a reversal to get you into test on this. And when it gives you that secondary opportunity, you're just going to grab that and trade that for the rest of the high, as I expect the price is going to move up much higher. That's it. That's everything for you guys. Now, for those in my private group, we need to get ready. I'm going to head over and start looking at the HODL coins. So we're going to be looking at an extensive list of coins that I want to buy more from, like SUI, necessarily, and coins that I'm looking to get into, like HBAR. It's got a nice trading range and so forth. So get ready. Those that's there, the links will be made available to you in the Discord. For the rest of you guys, let's quickly head over to your comments. Let's see what you guys have to say. So now you know what to do. You know what to wait for. and you know what to trade. So the buddy is getting you in on this move to try and get you to 99, and that's it. That's everything you need to know. So let's see what's the jockey. Banter says that cat bounce. Look, in the end of the day, there's let's put it like, they're not wrong, but they're not right either. Because what you need to do is the key to successfully navigating this, because when you're swing trading, you're navigating the emotional market cycle, is not to have a predefined prediction of where the market's going to go to. Because if it deviates from that, you're lost. Your strategy fails, and now you don't know what to do. I take things level by level by level, and maybe that happens. 96, there's already a TP. If there's a short signal from a trader point of view, I'll short it. I don't try and predict when it comes to trading, and this is the Trade for a Living podcast. This afternoon, we'll be looking at at some projects that's got investment potential, and then we'll be looking at prediction. And I will not use a negative prediction, because up till now, larger time frames, I don't have any reason to be negative. I explained that we're going to go to this level. Everything is working as I envisioned this chop is going to be. So my vision until proven elsewhere is that we're going to step through these levels and start going into highs. So I'm going to invest and act accordingly. Simple as that. There you go. Okay. As for ETH, I trade ETH in the Discord with everybody. The ETH algorithm that we have, or the AI that we have, is pointing to Ethereum potentially pushing up into some new highs. Maybe a little bit choppy for the rest of the morning as the market's currently looking for liquidity. More information, like I said, I have to limit the videos to a certain time length, and the rest is in the Discord. So make sure to go and tune in there. This was our short with Ethereum using the AI yesterday. So you can see there's the price action. At that moment, we went short, and that was an amazing little run. Sadly enough, this morning, I stopped out and I had to give some of that profit back, but that's it. Simple as that. So you want more, make sure to go and get it there. Links to everything and ways you can get there is in all the various Discord buttons. I try and make it as simple as that. So there you have it, guys. Have a lovely day, and see you this afternoon. Cheers.
I'll keep hustling.
Subscribe now.